Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter! So today I've got a new mold, so we are past the Christmas stuff. I can finally get to this huge pile of mold you guys have sent me. I'm so excited to start doing something other than Christmas. Don't get me wrong, I loved it, every minute of it. But now it's time to move on. But before that, I have to catch up because of Don's video. He didn't name one of these and give you guys which name. So let's do, this one was first, G3, and this was a glow-in-the-dark powder. I named this one Heavenly because of the blue skies. It reminds me of blue skies. And the name that I chose from the comments was kind of cool, a play on words, and it caught my attention. And it was called Peek-a-Blue. So I thought that was cute, and that was what, G3, and the person who said that was Laveder 24, so lavender, something like that, 24. I'm sure it just stands for something. And then for B3, this gorgeous brownish, beautiful brown color, I named it Toasted Honey. And then the comment that I chose, because it's a beautiful name for this one as well, was Golden Taupe. Perfect name for it. So B3 was named by Fairy Spun Fibers 9098. Those are the two. So we are caught up, and as the days go by and I get more of your comments in, that's when we will do one a day until they're all done and this whole list is completely filled. So this is a mold Don and I have made. Well, I didn't make it, so I have to give full credit to Mr. Glitz because that's what he's doing. It's a jar. Of course it's a jar. I have a couple others I wanted to do today, but because there's 3 of them and I want to do all 3 together, I didn't have time to finish them in the end. So I know I have time to do, I think, I don't know how this is going to come out. There's a lot of detail on these edges, so it could be, yeah, it could be backfire on me, but that's okay. I got these Light Wish Starry, what are they called? Starry Color Series. These came in a gift from our Christmas party. I want to try them. I want to see what it looks like in resin. I figured it must be like Aurora powders in a liquid form. Oh, I'm going to put this on my mixer because it's got a lot of the stuff on the bottom. So basically what you do, where did I do with my little, for stuff like this, on those vortex mixers, maybe I should bring it over here. I don't know if I've ever showed you that. I'm sure I showed it to you when I got it. I have to pull this lid off. It comes with these little like BB things. Let me get a pair of pliers. So you just take your little lid off without breaking it. Like that. Whoops. Just stick one of those in there and pop your lid back on. That's going to help loosen up all that sediment that gets on the bottom. And then you just put this on the top of your little mixer and press it down and it shakes it. Although this isn't too bad. Let me see. Let me go. I'll just go do it. I don't think I've showed it to you for quite a while. Let me grab it. Okay, here it is. The cord actually reached over here. This set came together. It has red, green, purple, gold, and then the blue. And you guys know I'm going to pick the blue. But I want to see, as you can see where I dripped it here, it's like, kind of like sparkling. We'll see. So if you get these mixers, you just press your bottle in and you push down. And that little BB inside is going to shake up all that sediment on the bottom, and you don't need to do it very long. And then sometimes I'll flip it over because it'll get that little, like, you can see it vortex mixing it together. So it's just spinning it and gets everything mixed up. So this is already done, as you could tell. Let me see. This one has, well, I don't have the ball bearing in here, but let's just shake it up and see if it does it without it. Sometimes it does. Sometimes they're very stubborn. Like if you have the sinker white, that one you definitely want a ball bearing in. But let's just see if this will get it off the bottom without it. Probably will after a couple of minutes. Kind of hold it at an angle so that it'll wash up against all that sediment on the bottom. And then you should be good for a while. I shouldn't have to do it again. Definitely not today. Yep, it got half of that off, so I'm just going to flip it around. And now it's going to work on that top half. And that was without putting that ball bearing in there. How is it? It's getting there. It's not completely. It's just kind of washing up against the bottom there. This was Happy Mail quite a long time ago, and I love it. I use it all the time, especially on metallics and sinker whites. So I do recommend the ball bearing in there. It does come with them. This one did anyway. I'm not sure. I'm just going to do this one project, and if I have extra, then I'll end up with extras. But let's just do one project today, and some of you might feel gypped after all that Christmas stuff going on. I do have more orders I have to get to, but today I just don't have time, so I just at least want to do something for you. So I'm going to mix up 8 ounces, I think. And we'll see what this color looks like in there. It looks like an interference blue is what it looks like in liquid form. That's what it looks like to me. If I'm not crazy about the color, then maybe I'll add some Aurora powders. I'm not sure. Let's just mix it up and see what it looks like.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage.
Got my 8 ounces mixed. I'm just going to scrape my sides and bottom. I'm anxious to see what this looks like. I know I have another set of their inks, but I wasn't crazy about them. I can't remember what set that was. Let me look. What were they called? Oh, these were the starry colored series. These are dark, but they didn't come out that way in the resin, so I don't really use them very much, but I haven't had these light ones. I mean, this says starry color too, but these are the light ones, not the dark ones. I think I have the metallics. I think that's what I'm thinking of. So let's just, again, shake it up just to make sure. Oh, see, look at that sediment went on the bottom already. Let me just quick throw that on the mixer again. I didn't think I would need to do it that fast. That's good. Now that ball is loose, so it was stuck in that sediment. That was quick. Let's just squirt some in and see how much we need. It almost reminds me of that Marabou alcohol ink. And what I'm hoping for is that Aurora effect, but I don't know. Oh, we might get it actually. Look at that. Ooh. That's what I'm kind of wanting the jar to turn out like. It's got like a blue-green. Let's do a little more and see what happens. I wonder if I added the Marabou alcohol ink, if it would give it that glitter. It's like the same kind of color. That's gorgeous. See, now I like this set. Where is my Marabou alcohol ink? Oh, here it is. I have lots of them. This one is glitter blue green gold. I don't really want gold. I know I have, here's glitter violet blue green. That one might be okay. I also have this one I haven't used for a while. The Pinata Opal. Maybe I shouldn't mess with it at all, but now I'm interested to see. Did I open this one yet? No, I have 2 of these. Oh yeah, I did open it. Oh, this almost looks exactly like the Marabou. See that on top? That's what the Marabou does. This one was called Opal. I'm trying to get that opal-y Aurora effect on this. That's what I'm going for. Let's do this one. Just a couple drops. Yeah, see, because that's the same exact thing. Just a different brand. Are we going to see? Ooh, that made it look like, that really makes it look like a starry night. I'm going to do a couple more drops. And then a couple more drops of the Light Wish. Just making my own concoction here, you guys. Which I always stress to do. Make up your own colors. Don't just go by what's in the bottles. It's fun. Fun to make up your own stuff. That is so pretty. I hope you could see what I see. Oh, I think you can. I'm looking in the camera. I always forget to look in the screen to see what I'm looking at. I think I'm going to split this because I don't have time for the pressure pot today. Otherwise, I think I would be putting that in the pressure pot. I'll probably kick myself, but let's see if we can do it without. That way you guys would know if you could do it without and get a good casting. I'm going to put this in the vacuum chamber for just a minute and get all those bubbles out, and then we'll pour it.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright, rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky, dipped in gold with a stroke of flare.
So the question is, how well did I do at guessing the amount? That is the question. What am I going to do first? Let's do a little spritz on that one. Let's pour this first because I'm thinking if I need to add more, I would rather add some clear. I mean, this one probably isn't that hard to match. It's just a little bit of each alcohol ink. But what I want to do, because I know there's a lot of things to get caught in here. I'm probably going to kick myself for not putting it in the pressure pot, but we're going to try it without. I'm just kind of coating it before I fill it up. I see a couple of bubbles that came. Hopefully they rise. Get my spatula. Even though you take bubbles out with a vacuum chamber, you still make bubbles when you're especially scraping into there. Let's just fill it up. The base took more than I expected it to. Great. Oops. Almost too much. Let me get some out of there. I think that's good. Hopefully all these little bubbles that I see are going to rise. Better not do that. It's going to probably spill over. All right, I'm just going to do the same thing. Pour it in, coat it around, and then we will cure. But I feel like there's going to be a bubble in that, the handle of it. Maybe not. It's a pretty good size handle. What is that? Something in there. There we go. There's two little dots of brown. Oh, I see some bubbles hanging out at the bottom of that. I needed more in here when I did that. Come on, where's my pink stick here? I'm gonna coax them out. Can't remember what this looked like. You'd think I would walk in the other room and see what the original looks like. But I didn't. How close did I come? Oh my gosh, I'm short. And I need it to come all the way up because I need the jar lid. Oh man, and I can't get away with putting rocks in here. So I'm going to be mixing up a couple more ounces. I am so close. Probably need like 1 ounce. 1 ounce, that's it. All right. So that's what I did that for. That's why I poured that one first, because if I poured just 1 ounce of clear, which I can, you probably won't even notice that it's just clear because it's so deep and large. There's enough resin in there. I didn't even check to see how much the base took. Pop some bubbles here. Oh my gosh, so close, so close. All right. 1 ounce. I'm only going to do 1 ounce. Let me grab some resin. I mixed up 1 more ounce. I added blue. I added the marabou. I'm just going to pour it in the center and hope 1 ounce is enough. I think so. If you pour it down the center and something like that, and it's not the same color, you really won't notice that. Actually, it's 1 ounce was perfect. So that holds 9 ounces. I'm going to write that on here. 9 ounces. No, this pen will not stay on, but it should stay on for a couple of days or until the next time I use the mold. So that one is full. Wow, you guys, I didn't even do extras today. It took that whole entire 9. Amazing. Okay. I'm just going to pop these bubbles. Again, I got it really high, so if you use a spritzer of alcohol, it's probably going to come out the sides. And you know what I didn't do is go underneath this lip, which I can't see because there was a bubble there. Because I used clear, pretty sure you would see through it if you use a color. And this is a shiny mold, so you can use pretty much glitter would look gorgeous in it too. I don't want to say mica because mica looks really nice in matte molds. But in the shiny molds, the glitter does not look nice. So I would stay away from glitter on matte molds. That's just my personal opinion. And I'm hoping this one on all the detail is going to come out good. But we're not going to know for a couple of hours. I'm going to just let it like gel up. Once it gets kind of jelly, and then I will turn my heat mat back on, or not back on, but turn my heat mat on, get everything else off. But I'm going to let it sit for a little while, just until it starts hardening up, because if you turn your heat mat on right away, sometimes, not all the time, I've noticed it can create bubbles, because it will lower the viscosity before it thickens it. And sometimes bubbles will rise and I won't catch it. So I've been trying to wait a little while before I turn the heat mat on, and that's what I'm going to do today. All right, until then, let's see who the comment of the day is.
Wait, I got something I want to say.
What?
Glitz and glitter shining up the
Lighting
night.
up the night.
But I make up my own songs.
I know you do.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night.
There you go.
Sing it with me one time.
No.
One time. Come
No.
on. One time.
No.
I'm gonna stay in here and
Well, you can stay in here all you want.
I'm not giving you this back to you. Singing with me
I'm
one
not
time.
singing without music. Sorry.
Oh man.
All right, let's see.
Good night, people.
I can't believe you don't even want to see what this looks like.
I don't see it. You wouldn't sing with me.
Oh my gosh! How can you just walk away during an? That's like blasphemy to the resin world. He just walks away. Oh, that came out good, and all those details came out. One little bubble there, but who cares about that? Look at that color. Look at that color, you guys. I did it. So the question is, oh, I don't really want to touch the inside of this. I should probably get some gloves on. Let me grab some gloves. I don't want to ruin it. Hang on one second. Be careful with your handmade molds. The silicone is not the same as that manufactured stuff. I don't know why. I have no clue what they're using. But seeing that he just made this one for me, I kind of do not want to ruin it on the first demold. I just don't want it smudged, or it'll be smudged forever. That came out so pretty. All right, so now I can try my hardest. I mean, I guess I can peel it back, pull it up, and get that suction out. Oh, this is looking good. And then push it back in. What do you think? Not too bad. You can see the color better in the lid because it's much deeper, but you can kind of see it in the sides. Not as pronounced, but all the details came out. Oh, I'm so happy. So you don't have to have a pressure pot to get it. So probably coating it like I did was the trick. Now the question is, how in the world, if I wanted to finish this, how would I do that? Maybe I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to sand this edge because I did pour it just a tad too high. Again, hand cut molds, which hand cut, when I say hand cut, that means we use the, I thought I had one in here. I'm looking for it. I don't see it. Oh, right here. We use these kinds of tools. We have several different kinds, and we cut the silicone around the edge. That's what I mean by hand cut molds. So this is not a perfect, because you're getting that groove right there. So when you pour it all the way up to that groove, this is the groove I'm talking about right here. That's the hand cut portion. So I always clip that off because it really shouldn't be there. So I'm just going to go around this whole thing with these little cutters of whatever these are called. I don't know. Cuticle cutters or something. I just know they do the trick. So I'm just going to go all the way around, and then I'll probably soften it down with my sander. Then I will coat it with the Resin Restore to get rid of those sanding marks. I can barely even see it. Maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe I'll just take like the nail file. That way I don't go overboard with it on the sander. That's all it needed. That's all it needed. And then I don't know how I'm going to, you don't have to do anything to it, but you know how I am. I always got to take it to another level. Sometimes it's too much and sometimes it's not. So I don't know. Let me get this finished, sanded, and then I'll think about what I'm going to do. If I do anything, you know the routine. You will be in a fast forward to some random music that I made up. And that was easy. Let me just quick go around just to get that little cut mark off. That's all this one needed. Yeah, there's a little tiny bit there. So, while I have you, I'm just going to wash it with alcohol. Grab the Restore. Some of you are saying that your Restore is leaving sticky marks. That's because you're using too much. You don't need much at all. You literally wipe off your brush. And even if you do too much, because I do too much too, and I have left my own sticky marks, trust me. You just go around this edge with the littlest much as you can to do the trick. This one really didn't need it, honestly. But if it's still sticky after it's dry, and it should dry pretty quickly, take your alcohol in a rag and just wipe it off. You're not going to take it out of your resin at all. It's still going to be in there. And then it won't be sticky anymore. And there is the solve. You're solving to that problem. So that's all it is. So see all the blue sparkle in there? Can't see it like that. All right, let me have a think about what I'm going to do, if anything, and I'll see you in a sec.
Michelle's at her workbench, sun pouring in the room. Glitz and glitter's humming a soft resin perfume. She's pouring out her heart in swirls of heaven's hue. A river runs through the jar, ethereal and blue. She's adding silver, adding blue, rhinestones in a line. Each little sparkle feels like God's design. Her hands are steady, She's crafting something holy, bathed in morning light. A quiet prayer escapes her lips, Lord, guide me through this day. Each rhinestone finds its perfect place, as if led to stay. It's not just art, it's worship too. Her love shines clear in all she'll do. She's adding silver, adding blue, rhinestones in a line. Each little sparkle feels like God's design. Her hands are steady, her heart stays true, serving the Lord in all she'll do. Oh, the resin flows like rivers of grace, each swirl a reflection of His holy face. Michelle's masterpiece, a testament so bright, shines like her faith in the Savior's light.
Well, I was not going to do anything, and then I'm like, I'm going to just put some chrome marker on. I'll just dab all those little dots. And then after the chrome marker is on, I'm like, well, maybe I'll do a couple of stones just to pull the blue out a little bit. So it's totally blinged up, you guys. It's still wet. So what do you think? Did I do too much? Or is it perfect? Or should I do more? Like, I can't get the scrolls. I don't want to touch it. It's still kind of wet. I can't get all these filigrees with my pen. So I just kind of went over the little dot parts. Now, some of these dots did have little bubbles, but not very many. So it did very well. It didn't do perfect outside of the pressure pot, but that's okay. You can never, ever tell. And then, you know, I just placed a few stones around to make it more princessy, I guess is the name. I don't know. I kind of like it. I can do it again, maybe in a mica powder, see what it looks like in that, just like I do to the Into Resin Molds, but I love the Aurora effect in that lid. I think it's gorgeous. So I'm just going to let it dry, get you guys some pictures. Sorry for the short video, but that's all I had time for today. We'll get back to normal tomorrow. I will see you guys then. Stick around for those photos, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart.